minute that y'all turn 40, we can turn y'all in for 220s if we wanted to. You have to operate in your masculinity. At some point, if you don't, they're going to test you. They're going to disrespect you. Grandmother used to tell y'all the truth, but y'all don't have nobody to tell you the truth. Oh, baby, you think you can get a better fish than the big one that you already got? You need to shut the fuck up. That's what grandma should have told y'all.
Anton, I got a question. If you had a wife that didn't follow your lead, right?
She wouldn't be my wife.
So if Obama has a wife, let's say hypothetically, this wife is not listening to him, not being the wife that she should be. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't really care. He's not doing nothing about it, right? He's going to stick by his wife no matter what she does.
He in the old man phase.
Like Will Smith. I got you.
Like Will Smith. Like you got a Will Smith Obama now, right?
He going to let her drag him down. I feel you.
Whatever. Talk on whatever podcast.
She going to ruin his legacy. Just stick by her. I got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So do you think that shows a weakness on him? Yeah, weakness on his part. Because he's not checking her. Well, if this is the situation here, one, he's not checking her. Two, he's not doing anything about it.
I'm gonna say this real quick before Anton get into his explanation. I think a lot of guys get burnt out over time. If you've been with a woman for so long, you have to still maintain that same energy that you kept early on and keep your mental intact. But I think a lot of dudes end up getting burnt out through the relationship. And your boundaries start slowly breaking down. Those walls start breaking down to where after a while, you kind of like, man, I don't care what she do. Man, go do your thing. I don't care. It's a headache. I think a lot of guys get broken down over time. And that's probably what we're seeing. We saw it with the Will Smith situation. And we're probably seeing it with the Barack Obama situation as well.
That it shows weakness on his part. I think it shows that men love harder and we're willing to sacrifice more than our counterparts that pretend like they love more.
Wow, that's a good one.
I think he's earned as a person that was the president, regardless of whether or not we agree with how well of a job that he's done. He's earned her loyalty to at least shut the fuck up and play her part when she's on camera.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. He's earned that much.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's unreasonable to ask you to fucking shut up and smile for the cameras in front of somebody on a funeral and to be there for 45 minutes for inauguration.
You're right. I mean,
that's
very small of asking, for sure.
Unreasonable ask?
It's not, but it's... No. Oh, may I speak?
Go ahead, Jazz.
Go ahead and troll. I know you troll. See, I figured you out over the last few times I streamed. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
She said she's done with the trolling. She said
the one thing that I've learned about Jazz is that you have to adapt to her.
She's not trolling today.
No, Anton, last week I was on one with y'all, but I'm genuinely speaking. I have no reason to troll in this moment. But if I may,
Jazz a wild card.
Shoot, that kind of threw me off. But as far as Michelle Obama not showing up and Barack, you're saying that it's okay. It's not a bad look on him, but like, don't you agree that there is, if this is the case, because we don't know, if she blatantly disrespected him, you don't think that there is something falling short in his leadership? Because why, if this is the case and you should be following your man, what is Barack doing? What is Barack Obama?
Hey, I'm sorry for pausing. I thought this was Angel Reese on the panel. I looked up for a second. I was like, well, when Angel Reese got on here?
Doing where he's falling short, where she's just saying, fuck it.
No. I agree that is going to look bad on him. It is going to reflect bad on him because, responsibility always goes up. It doesn't go down. So no matter what, we got to be accountable for what happens.
Okay.
But after the fallout, let's say hypothetically that there is a fallout. Mm-hmm. He wins, she loses in the long term. In the long run, he wins, she loses.
That's a fact.
Nobody is going to say, Barack, how did you lose a Michelle? They're going to say, girl, how the fuck you lose a Barack?
Exactly. That's a fact.
Do you think
that he going to replace her way faster than she can replace him? It's not the same, y'all.
In the end, even though he has to be responsible for what happens, he wins long term.
Yes.
He loses.
Yes.
Okay.
She loses.
Do you think in a marriage that it's all about supporting and doing what the husband wants and not supporting what decision the woman or the wife may want in that marriage too? So like say
what?
for
Give
instance,
me a decision that y'all think we should support.
no, like for instance, because we don't know the situation. It could be she blatantly disrespected him and didn't want to show up and support, or it could be she was uncomfortable. She didn't want to show up to support Trump and wanted to sit it out.
Oh, she was
And
sick.
he said,
That means she's
okay.
spoiled.
And so and maybe he said, okay, I support my wife's decision in this. I'm going to show up. Is that bad for husbands to do?
Yes.
To support their wives?
A man should have said, get your black ass up and go to this goddamn inauguration with me.
In that way, yes. Because you can't enable bad behavior.
Well, how is that enabling bad behavior if she's uncomfortable going somewhere? And
put your big girl panties on. It'll be done in 45 minutes.
There you go. Uncomfortable.
Okay, so she should just do it because the husband is doing it, even if it makes her uncomfortable.
It make me uncomfortable having to go out in the cold and fucking shovel the snow, but I did it because you got to get out the driveway, don't you?
There you go.
But her going to the inauguration is not. Is that mandatory? Like, is there?
We get uncomfortable every day doing shit that we don't want to do because we don't want to do it. But that is the sign. That is the measure of a man. The true measure of leadership is doing the things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do it.
There you go.
Okay, and so he showed up by himself, maybe because he didn't want to, but he had to because Michelle sat it out. So that's why I'm like, maybe they supported each other in that decision. You know what I mean? He probably didn't want to go alone.
No, we don't support y'all in y'all decision. We relinquish anger and we choose peace.
Okay.
We just choose peace. It ain't that we actually think that we support y'all in y'all bad decisions. We just choose peace over continuing to argue with you every day.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
Because a lot of guys just fold and just go ahead and go with the flow because we don't want to hear the headaches. We don't want to hear the arguments. So a lot of guys just go with the flow and then they fold.
You got to go because I got to lay next to you.
Yeah.
We got to protect y'all.
Okay.
See, you can see how a guy truly operates in 100% of his frame when he don't have to go home to y'all.
That's true.
And I'm telling you the honest to God truth. A lot of these guys, and this ain't my situation, but this is what I've seen in a lot of these coaching calls, a lot of these relationships, is that guys often at times, and this is the thing that women don't understand, they think that just because a guy says, okay, you know what, cool, we gonna rock like that they won. They really losing because they're losing him and he's disconnecting more and more and more every single day. The reality is that
that's real.
Every time a guy relinquishes and says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and roll with what you say. And they know it's the wrong decision, you lose a little bit more of them every single day.
Yeah.
And are you saying that it was the wrong decision?
That brother's breaking down slowly but surely because he has to constantly keep conceding against his own beliefs. Internally, he knows what the route that he wants the family to go in, but he constantly keeps twisting and turning but to try and make the woman happy. That guy's losing himself.
For her to stay because it made Obama look
broken
bad.
Man.
Yes, and it made her look bad in turn also.
Look bad to who?
Look bad to the general public. Because their entire existence, their net worth has come based off of the fact that they are public figures. The fact that they've sold so many books, the fact that they got their Netflix deals. All of this stuff is based off of their image and their ability to be public figures.
True.
All of it is based off of that. So if your entire existence is based off of that, why would you ruin that? Why would you tarnish that?
Yeah. They're basically like the black couple of America, if you think about it. I mean, if you look at any other presidency, they're the first man and first lady for a reason. They symbolize something for the country. And for Barack and Michelle, it would be more the black community because they are the first, technically, quote unquote. Of course, we know there's things behind the scenes about that, but they're technically the first black couple in America. So they're the symbol. They symbolize something for the community of brown people.
That's a strong viewpoint.
What part of it?
You don't think it's wrong? Like I don't understand.
Well,
they didn't get rich off being a president.
I can't say what's true or not because we really don't know the reasoning behind why she didn't show up. We're all just speculating, like we were saying.
But
earlier.
when you're a public figure, you know that speculation comes.
That's true.
Right, of course.
That's just a part of the game. Optics is a part of the game.
But speculators still don't know the truth. You know what I mean? Like, if she needs condemnation for not showing up, then hey, give it to her. But I don't think it's wrong if there was a reason behind it that they both came to the decision and said it's okay, you don't have to come, because if they're not legally binded to show up to this, you know what I mean, if they don't have to be there.
And I'm waiting on you at any point to say, you know what, she should have did this.
I think
the only thing I ever hear from
people
when they trying to justify bad behavior is 1,000 different perspectives or particular options as to why it could be.
Well, Anton,
because you give no benefit of the doubt when a guy is under duress, whether it's Jay-Z or fucking Bow Wow. You'd be like, nah, believe all women, fuck that nigga, and he a demon.
Well, respectfully, I can't say that I think that she was wrong because I don't share that viewpoint. I don't know why she did what she did.
You don't know whether or not these women be lying against these guys that they accuse, but you
just because you don't know why don't mean that you can still feel the fact that she should have. Her husband is a previous president going to an inauguration. It's formal. You should be there.
Automatically believe him.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Don't worry about it. You got it.
I just caught the tail end. You said automatically believe who?
You automatically believe it when women say that men are doing shit that they ain't supposed to do?
No, I don't.
Seriously, Jazz?
Seriously, no, I don't sit here and say that every time a woman opens her mouth and accuses a man of something that she's telling the truth. I'm not of that belief. I know that it's been misinterpreted that way, and that's fine, but that's not my belief. I don't believe that at all. But in this case, I can't say that she was wrong because I don't know why she did what she did.
Hey, Jazz, I think that men been the same since the beginning of time.
Oh, y'all haven't evolved?
Men been the same since the beginning of time. What happens is social media and this new generation technology has gave women more power to just give up on guys. Oh, he did this. He reminded me of my ex. I'm out. Oh, he did this. He reminded me of my other ex. I'm out. And back in the day, women didn't have social media, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat to look at to say, oh, I can do better. They just stuck with the guy that worked real hard to get that woman. And all the men are asking this today in 2025 is stop giving up so fast, because men got to take care of you and the kids. That's it. Man,
I'm gonna say this real quick before he finish. Men have been reprogrammed as well, because a lot of guys don't work as hard as they should have. We got a lot of man-childs out there, whether they can say it's because of the woman or not. Men have been programmed throughout this whole new social media digital wave that we are in, this era, this generation. It's not only the women. Both parties have been reprogrammed, but men are closest to being themselves, opposed to women having to be so reconstructed for the new form of social media and society, with everybody being high consumers, capitalists, the whole nine.
Every man know in his mind, we know we
no. That's listen, big dog, you wrong. Listen, give up quickly. Be done.
Oh snap!
Give it a fuck up.
Yo, look like
because nobody needs to be
no, Anton, but there's good women out there, Anton. There's good women out there. You can't say give up to everybody.
We want to listen. My new philosophy, I've taken a different approach in this year.
Oh God.
Get a fuck up. Just go ahead and rock out.
What?
I feel you coming from. I know what you mean.
Anton is married. Don't give up.
I know what you mean.
No. I'm married because we both want to be here. It's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah. My one rule, and I've said this a million times, is that I am never going to try to convince you to be somewhere where you don't want to be. I'm never going to hold nobody against their will.
So then your advice should be find somebody that wants the same thing you want. Not give up.
No, that's not my advice. My advice is give up.
Hey, Anton, I'm no simp, but the men gotta. Hey, Anton, I'm no simp, but the men still gotta try to get a good woman that's quiet, submissive. There's good women out there that don't do all that extra shit.
Okay,
you can't say give up because there's good women and good guys.
Listen, the minute that you guys stop caring, you have to stop chasing these women.
I agree with that.
Stop trying to convince these women to do the right thing. Stop trying to. Y'all got to start letting them suffer. You got to let her go through something.
We got to suffer.
You got to let her be. If she say, it's just like the kid that used to say, I'm a run away. All right, go ahead. It be snowing outside. It be cold. The wind is blowing extra hard. All right, cool. Let me see. Just go ahead and get you a cover. Turn on the fireplace. Look at her walk down the street out the window. They gonna run back.
Well, I
They
guess
gonna run back, but you also got to set a parameter. All right, so listen, I'll let you go outside for a second. Next time you walk out, I'm gonna lock the door. You got to stop trying to convince. Y'all keep arguing, and I'm not arguing with you. You be arguing with them, trying to convince them that you're the best person for them. See, girl, if you go out there, there's some guys out there, they don't give a fuck about you. You trying to convince them? Man, let that bitch crash out.
Anton, so what do you think should
Let
happen?
her crash. Let her suffer.
Let her
suffer. If she want to be out there, she gonna find a way to get out there anyway.
That's a fact.
Expedite the process.
It sounds very comical what he's saying, but this man is spitting facts right now. Do not try and hold, do not try and maintain any females that do not want to be kept. If you don't want to be kept, the front door is right, it's open. Go. And no, you can't take a car. You gotta walk or catch an Uber to your next location, your next destination.
Sometimes they can fail in a controlled environment and get their fucking life together. Other times you gotta let them be. You ain't gonna convince no woman not to be for the streets that want to be out there.
That's fact.
That's a fact.
What type of punishment you think Michelle Obama should get? You think Barack should divorce her?
I think he should let her do what she want to do.
Well, he shouldn't give up on the marriage. Is that what you're saying?
I think he should let her do what she want to do.
Yeah.
And whatever come with that, let her have it.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's embarrassing.
You want me to take you? Wait. You want me to? Oh, please, Michelle.
No,
bring
we didn't.
Bring your big fucking feet and your braided hair back into my arms because I am the most loved guy on the face of the planet, and any woman in the world would be salivating at the idea of putting their head in my lap. Please come back to me with your braids. What, you want him to do that?
Why are you talking about that man's wife like that? That ain't even cool.
What do you mean talking about her like that? Talking about her like what? I didn't call her out of her name or nothing like that. I just said she got braids and big feet.
But what about when she talked about black men? What about when she was talking about black men?
That
wasn't
cool.
That wasn't cool.
Did
she talk about it?
I'm saying when she said that, she didn't see.
No. Hold on. Let's just all be honest here. He's the prize.
I was like that.
No. We're not gonna diss Michelle. I'm not the type of person to call her out of her name or nothing like that. He's the prize here. He's clearly the prize. Like that.
That's facts.
It's no debating on that one. I'm not taking no opinions on that one. He is top of the totem pole.
I know a lot of 40 plus, and I would just say majority women that would love to be in the arms of Barack Obama. When that man was about to be president, you had older MILFs salivating at the mouth of Barack Obama. That's why he won. He had a lot of women out there voting for him, a lot of single moms, a lot of wives. Barack was that guy and still is.
Top dog.
That's true.
He's the prize.
Yeah.
If she don't sit her big head down and shut the fuck up and get in line, what are we talking about?
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm just saying, let's be real. Like, if we don't start shaming people, listen, you know what used to save y'all back in the day is y'all grandmothers used to talk to y'all. Y'all would go, Grandma, I'm thinking, I don't like the fact that he called me big head. And your grandma would say, okay, baby, okay, sugar, shut the fuck up and go ahead and go ahead and make that meal and go and put your head in his lap and make him love you again. Grandmother used to tell y'all the truth, but y'all don't have nobody to tell you the truth. Oh, baby, you think you can get a better fish than the big one that you already got? You need to shut the fuck up. That's what grandma should have told y'all.
Oh, that's real.
Y'all keep thinking that y'all winning, and this is why y'all keep on losing at everything in life. Because grandmother is going to the club with you when she's 37 and you 20.
That's a problem. We got some young grannies out there that's partying with the daughters and granddaughters.
Grandma's 37 and you 20 now. She ain't even grandma no more.
Facts.
Right.
And that's the problem. If y'all don't get somebody to tell y'all the truth, y'all don't have friends. Your friends ain't your friends in your circle. Your friends are gonna say, oh girl, okay, girl, I got you. And they're gonna have you crashing the fuck out. Y'all need people in y'all circle that's gonna tell y'all the truth. Your head is big, your feet is big, You got the best thing in the fucking world, and you're making a mistake by twisting your big head up.
That's facts. This man's
the only reason we even know you is because of him.
That's true.
You can think that you made him.
That's true.
That dude was gonna be great no matter what. He was always gonna be a senator. He was always gonna probably be the president.
Yeah.
You had no bearing on his greatness. You're just the beneficiary of it.
That is true.
We tell y'all that y'all great to make y'all feel sufficient in a situationship. But trust and believe, when a guy is great and when he's destined to be great, he was going to be great with you or without you. You just blessed to be in his presence.
Facts. And honestly, the man has to work even harder once he brings a woman into his life, because now he has to make her happy as well. Most dudes still pour into their woman. So you have Barack still pouring into Michelle. Now she probably was pouring into him, probably giving that box and, you know, creating a nice feminine space for him. Possibly, we don't know for sure, but he still had to give into her. So that man got to work even harder while trying to maintain being the senator, moving up the ranks through the political world, and still maintain a healthy relationship with children involved too, to be a great husband. That's a lot of work.
Be thankful. And then show your appreciation by getting on your knees and putting your head in his lap. That's all. That's it. It ain't even complicated, and that's not even a big task. You should want to do that. You should be thirsting to put your head in our laps. We shouldn't even have to game y'all up. You should be begging me. What the fuck we talking about? Like y'all sitting here talking about acting like y'all the cream of the crop.
Women don't feel like that.
You can get 3 of yous.
Oh shit.
The minute that y'all turn 40, we can turn y'all in for 220s if we wanted to. We choose to rock with you because we love you, we adore you, and we've pedestalized you because we've groomed you into being a great woman that you are, that the whole world thinks is so awesome. Please don't lose sight of who the fuck you talking to and who you with, because I will remind you.
Damn, bro, that man just dropped a bomb on the panel. Bruh, that is crazy. I can switch your 40-year-old ass out for 220s. I'm about to take your $5 ass and make change. That's crazy. Let's continue.
Amen.
Shut that shit down, bro.
Well,
niggas keep chasing these women, keep trying to convince them. Oh, baby, please. Man, fuck that hoe.
Snap.
Wait, what we talking about?
Snap.
I'm saying that you don't have to be. This is the message that I'm communicating to guys. I want to be very clear. You can be a good guy, but it doesn't mean that you got to be a simp.
That's true.
You don't have to be a sucker just because you're operating in your masculinity. You can have both. You can have balls. You don't have to say happy wife, happy life. You can be a loving man, a loving husband, a loving father, a loving spouse.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to operate in your masculinity and help people to understand occasionally, who the fuck are you talking to? And do you know who the fuck I am?
That's real.
You have to operate in your masculinity. At some point, if you don't, they're going to test you, and they're going to disrespect you, and they're going to start getting on their high horse. And it's okay to exalt them, but you have to help them to understand. I want you to operate in your femininity and your humility. That's the thing that got you to where you are. Please don't think that you're on my same level. You can have both. You can be a great man operating in your masculinity and at the same time still help people to understand who the fuck you are.
That's real.
Because if you can't look at her and she get in line, then that's a problem. And that's what we've lost in society. That's what you're now seeing all the way up into our presidency. Why they felt compelled during this campaign on election season, why they was saying disrespect your husband and vote against your family's best interest based off of what we telling you to do instead of what your family is doing. And that is what was a problem in the first place. Yeah. This is why you see black men following black women to the polls. This is why you see such a disconnect within the family unit. Yeah. It is now being showcased at the highest level. And if we don't at some point rein this shit in and start to help people to understand how they supposed to move inside of their relationships, which is often a reflection of how you move in society, then we gonna be doomed. We gonna be fucked. And that's how you see men walking into women's bathrooms now.
Those speeches that they were giving about men voting and all this stuff and, you know, going against your husband and all, that was wild behavior. And that was already on the verge of separating a lot of families right there. I mean, that was very destructive.
All interconnected. Everything we do is interconnected. Who you are at your job is who you are in your household. Who you are in your household is the type of father you're going to be, and the type of father you're going to be is also going to be exemplified in the presentation layer of how your family unit is supposed to be. And this is why you see them disconnected. And they can't hide it. They human just like everybody else. They can't hide it. We know it's trouble over there in the Obama household. It's been trouble.
Yeah.
And it's largely because he ain't wrangled that hoe in. Better get that chick in line. She's still a woman just like everybody else. I don't give a fuck what office they in.
Well, shout out to that, you guys. Let's get to the super chats. Thank you guys for being here.
Drop. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. I'm going to go ahead and end the video right there. Y'all watch the rest of it. That was crazy. This is a 3-hour-long podcast. But that segment Anton just did, bomb drop once again. Boom. That was crazy. That was crazy. I want y'all to like the video. No, matter of fact, let me talk about this a little bit. I think men do need to make sure that they keep their household in check, man. When it comes down to formulating that structure, don't chase women that don't want to be kept. You know, you want to make sure you have a good woman by your side, someone who's willing to fight through the good and the bad times, because it's not always going to be good. It's going to be some bad. But if you can have one that can still stay, understand where you're coming from, understand you as the guy that you are, the man that you are in her life, appreciate you, you can move along and move accordingly. I got a video I'm dropping later on, me and my wife talking about a marriage topic that we saw online, and we're doing it together. But my wife has a lot of views, share the same views that I have. It might be slight differences, but she says she share a lot of my views, and she know that I'm the leader of the household, and she know that I'm trying to get us to the best place possible because I want the best for us, best interest for me, her, and my children. I don't want to be down, so why would I want her to be down? That's just how it is. And she knows that I don't need to be down because I'm the one trying to make sure she's not down. So I'm gonna let y'all expound upon all this in the comment section. If y'all made it this far in the end of the video, I appreciate y'all for sure. I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, comment below. This is JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.